In this part of the lesson, we're going to look at square numbers. A number is considered to be square if we can take that number of squares and arrange it into a square. So let's consider this example here, or this chart here that you're seeing. I have one square in this case, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares. I can take this square and arrange it into a square, and that's because it only has one square in that case. I can also take these 4 squares and make it into a square. I can also take these 9 squares and make it into a square. When I arrange these 4 squares here into a square, I can see I would be able to obtain something that looks like this. Let me correct that. Notice that this square has 4 squares inside of it, and it consists of a height of 2 and a width of 2. Let's look at these 9 squares that we have here. It's possible to arrange that 9 squares into a square that has a height of 3 and a width of 3. We are able to say that 1 is a square number because we are able to get it from taking 1 and multiplying by 1. We can say that 4 is a square number because we take 2 and multiply it by 2. We can say 9 is a square number because we can take 3 and multiply it by 3. From the previous definition, it's possible for us to see that square numbers are simply numbers that are multiplied by itself. And if we kept drawing squares, we would notice that the next 3 square numbers we will encounter are at 16 squares, 25 squares, and 36 squares. 16 squares just simply means that we have a square that has a height of 4 and a width of 4. Similarly for 25 and 36. You can also get square numbers when you have negative numbers, but the negative numbers must be the exact same. For instance, we can also obtain the value of 1 by simply multiplying -1 by -1. We could also obtain the value of 4 by simply taking -2 and multiplying it by -2.